Hey guys, we're back here working on the RSK project. Haven't done anything on it for a little bit. We've just been busy doing a bunch of other stuff, but back on it. And right now I'm focusing on getting the interior buttoned up. You can see in the background there, I've got some seats, and we'll go over those in a minute. So today I'm going to work on the seats, mounting the seats, and then actually installing the door panels. We're gonna get those all mocked up in place. Then I can take them out, bring them back to my office, and we'll get them all upholstered. I've got a couple other pieces that are getting upholstered there right now as well. And we're gonna get this interior buttoned up so I can start driving the car for the summer. And then we'll see what I want to do over next winter. But let's have a look at the seats, and we'll go from there. All right, so here's what we have for seats. So they're kind of a simple seat. We built them out of 1/8 aluminum. So it's just 4 parts. I'll get this out of the way here. It's just 4 parts, so two side pieces and then the base in the back. These are just held in place right now with Clecos. I was doing that so I could fit them up. We will eventually be just riveting at these Cleco locations, and then bonding throughout this section here. So it'll just be a riveted and glued seat, and then we're gonna do an upholstered back with an upholstered base on it. And we're gonna keep it super vintage. We're just deciding if we're going to powder coat these seats or just keep them raw like this, but we'll see. This is the seat base that we formed up for it. So this is gonna go in here, obviously. We're just gonna mount it there. The seats are going to be fixed, so there'll be no adjustment in it, but this car is so small that it really doesn't matter because you don't really have much of adjustment anyways. And then for the door panels, we're just doing a really simple door panel here. So just a 065 aluminum panel, and what we're going to do is end up just attaching those to the side of the doors with push pins, and then this will be all upholstered. I'm going with kind of a deep whiskey upholstery on it. So what I'm going to do right now is actually get these mocked up in place. We'll get the seats mocked up. We'll get the door panels on. I'm going to do those first actually, and we're just going to hold those in place with Clecos. Make sure I can get them marked out, get the holes drilled, and then we'll be able to take them off and get them to the shop. So let's get started on that. All right, I got them mocked up here. You can see they're just being held in place with tape. Let's have a look at this one, same idea. Obviously these bodies aren't perfect, so we're just working with what we can work with, but that's the general idea. Now I'm happy with the position, I'm gonna drill those out, put some Clecos in to temporarily hold it. And then that will help me reference for when I want to put my push pins in before we wrap these pieces in upholstery. All right, let's get to that. All right, they're all Clecoed in place. I've even marked out just roughly, obviously, where I want to put my door pockets. This car has no space to store anything. So when we're taking it out for dinner or driving around, I want a spot to throw my phone, my wallet, things like that. Anyways, those are all Clecoed in. They went pretty well. Now I'm gonna move on to fitting up the seats. All right, I got one seat base mocked up here. You can see I'm just using some temporary hardware in there. And we're going to now mount the seat to this frame just to make sure that everything's aligned before I move over to do the second one here. But it's looking pretty good. All right, so I got the seat bases mocked up, and I actually got one seat installed with the seat base on it. Turned out pretty good. Sits in there pretty nice. It's gonna be super cool with the upholstery on them. So we'll be able to pull that seat out here right away and bring it to the office and get them all finished up. But they're looking pretty cool. All right, so there they are, both mocked up. Bases are just pinned in, the chairs are just pinned in. but they look pretty cool. They're gonna be awesome with the upholstery in here. We're finally getting there. We're getting closer. Okay, so that'll do it for this episode. I think the seats are coming along super cool. We're gonna get them out of the car, get them down to the shop. That's where we're gonna put the rivets in, bond them. I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna send them to powder or not. I think I might just keep them silver. It'll be a good contrast with the whiskey colored upholstery. So I think the next episode is I'll show you guys getting the seats put together with the upholstery on it. And then we can mount them in permanently in the into the car. So it's gonna be super cool. Okay guys, thanks for tuning in. Have a great week. We'll see you later.